Have you ever pondered the question, is your virtual world as secure as you believe it to be? It's a thought that has likely crossed your mind, especially with the surge of online gaming in recent years. We're living in a golden age of gaming, where virtual realms are becoming as complex and interconnected as our own reality. But with this interconnectedness comes an unseen threat: cybersecurity risks in gaming. Cybersecurity in gaming might sound like a niche issue, but it's far from it. As the gaming industry continues to evolve, so too do the threats that lurk in its shadows. These cyber threats are becoming increasingly sophisticated, targeting not just our virtual avatars, but our personal data and privacy as well. This makes the topic of cybersecurity in gaming not just important, but essential in today's gaming world. As players, it's crucial to understand the risks and know how to protect ourselves. Let's delve into some real-life examples that highlight the importance of cybersecurity in gaming. In 2011, the PlayStation Network experienced a massive security breach. Hackers made off with personal data from over 77 million accounts, including names, addresses, and possibly even credit card information. This incident served as a wake-up call for the industry, underscoring the need for robust cybersecurity measures. Remember the outrage and the weeks of downtime? The cost to Sony was estimated at a staggering $171 million, but the damage to the company's reputation and the trust of the gaming community was immeasurable. Fast forward to 2013, the War Z game forum fell victim to a similar attack. Hackers breached the forum, gaining access to email addresses, passwords, and other personal information of its users. The breach exposed the game's community to potential identity theft and fraud, and the company behind War Z had to face the music of losing their players' trust. Then in 2016, we saw a new kind of threat emerge. A massive distributed denial of service, or DDoS attack, targeted Dyn, a company that controls much of the internet's domain name system infrastructure. This attack affected multiple major websites, including PlayStation Network and Xbox Live, causing widespread disruptions. Gamers around the world found themselves locked out of their accounts, unable to play their favorite games. These attacks highlight a harsh reality: the gaming industry is a prime target for cybercriminals. The combination of a large, active user base, the wealth of personal data, and often insufficient security measures makes it a lucrative target. While these incidents were damaging in their own right, they also serve as important lessons. They underscore the need for gaming companies to invest in advanced cybersecurity measures and for players to be vigilant about their online security. These cases underline the fact that the gaming industry is a prime target for cybercriminals. Now, you might be wondering, what happens when cybersecurity in gaming is compromised? Well, the consequences can be as varied as they are impactful. Firstly, there's data theft. Imagine spending countless hours building your online character, only to have your account hacked and your hard-earned virtual assets stolen. In a world where in-game items can be worth thousands of real-world dollars, this is no small matter. But it's not just about in-game assets. Personal data, such as names, addresses, and even credit card information, can also be compromised, leading to potential identity theft and financial loss. Speaking of financial loss, that brings us to the second consequence of gaming cybersecurity breaches. When a gaming company is hacked, the fallout can be expensive. There's the cost of identifying and fixing the breach, the potential fines for failing to protect user data, and the loss of revenue from disgruntled players who choose to take their business elsewhere. In fact, according to a report by Cybersecurity Ventures, the global cost of cybercrime is projected to reach $6 trillion annually by 2025. Then there's the reputational damage. Trust is hard to earn and easy to lose. When a gaming company suffers a cybersecurity breach, it can destroy the trust that players have in the company. This can lead to a loss of players and, consequently, a decrease in revenue. A tarnished reputation can also make it harder for companies to attract new players, further compounding their financial woes. Finally, these breaches can lead to a loss of trust among players. Gamers are a tight-knit community, and when one player is affected, word spreads quickly. If players don't feel safe, they may stop playing altogether, leading to a decline in the gaming community and a potential decline in the industry as a whole. Clearly, the repercussions of gaming cybersecurity breaches can be far-reaching and severe. It's not just about losing a game or some virtual assets. It's about real people, real money, and real consequences. And that's why cybersecurity in gaming is a topic that deserves our attention. So, how can we safeguard our virtual worlds? A question that's often on the lips of gamers and developers alike. The answer lies in a combination of individual vigilance and collective responsibility. For starters, gamers can take some basic cybersecurity measures. Using strong, unique passwords for each gaming account is a good first step. This can be bolstered by enabling two-factor authentication, an additional layer of security that can make all the difference if your password does fall into the wrong hands. But it's not just about password protection. Gamers also need to be vigilant about phishing attempts. These deceptive maneuvers are designed to trick you into revealing sensitive information. So always be cautious before clicking on any links or divulging any personal details. Then we have the game developers, the gatekeepers of these virtual worlds. Their role in ensuring cybersecurity cannot be overstated. From secure coding practices to regular software updates, they play a pivotal part in protecting these realms. By taking these precautions, we can all contribute to a safer gaming environment. To wrap it up, let's summarize the main points we've discussed. Cybersecurity in gaming is not a fictional concept, but a very real, tangible issue. It's lurking in the shadows, waiting to disrupt our virtual worlds. We've seen how cyber attacks in gaming aren't just a nuisance, they're a threat to our personal data and can even lead to financial losses. We've also delved into the consequences of these breaches, which range from minor annoyances to major disruptions that can tarnish the reputation of gaming companies and compromise the user experience. But it's not all doom and gloom. We've outlined the measures that can be taken to protect against these threats. By employing robust security systems, adhering to best practices, and being vigilant, we can safeguard our virtual worlds. Remember, in the world of gaming, staying secure is just as important as winning. Stay safe, play smart, and keep your virtual world secure.